Hollywood's biggest night saw some historic wins and viral moments at the 98th Academy Awards. CBS News' Bradley Blackburn has a recap.
Before some of Hollywood's biggest stars, Conan O'Brien seized the crown, returning to the Oscars stage as host for the second year in a row.
Come to me! Yeah!
Real Oscars flew into the hands of stars like Jessie Buckley, who won Best Actress for her role in Hamnet. Michael B. Jordan won Best Actor for his dual roles in Sinners, his first Academy Award.
I stand here because of the people that came before me. Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington, Halle Berry, Jamie Foxx.
Sean Penn, notably absent from the ceremony, won Best Supporting Actor for his role in One Battle After Another. The film also received top awards for Best Picture and Best Director for Paul Thomas Anderson. K-pop Demon Hunters Golden got the gold statue for Best Original Song. History was also made as Sinners' Autumn Durald Arkapaw became the first woman to win the Oscar in cinematography. While a rousing performance of I Lied to You from Sinners featured ballet star Misty Copeland. The late Rob Reiner was honored by a stage full of stars led by Billy Crystal.
My friends, Rob's movies will last for lifetimes.
And Barbra Streisand offered a rare performance for the late Robert Redford, her co-star in The Way We Were.
Oh, yes. The way we were.
Generations of stars glittering on one big night. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
And let's bring in Kevin Frazier, co-host of Entertainment Tonight. Kevin, Vlad and I and Gail have been talking about
All morning long.
Like every little break, every possibility, opportunity we get. There's so much to discuss.
Let's get into it then. Let's get into it. Come on. Ask the questions. I'm going to answer.
Ask away. Sinners nominated, as you know, for a record 16 awards. No one has done that. I think Titanic came close, but not even that close. Let's talk about their wins and how they did not win Best Picture. What did you make of that? Were you surprised?
Well, okay. Yes and no, because One Battle After Another was critically acclaimed. And you have to remember this. The season goes up and down and up and down. Movies are in the front, then they're in the back, then they're in the front, then they're in the back. And One Battle After Another has been a critic's darling the entire way along. I loved Sinners. I think Sinners saved cinema, and it made us all go to the movies this summer. It earned money, and it put butts in seats, and Michael B. Jordan was brilliant in this movie. So what do you take away from this? You take away that Michael wins Best Actor and is finally anointed as one of those legendary superstars in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And then you also take away what happened with Autumn Arkapaw, becoming the first woman to win for cinematography. So I think there are moments and things. Should Ryan Coogler have been Best Director? In my opinion, yes. This man has not missed in any of his movies, if you go all the way back to Fruitvale Station. But there were moments, and that's what the Oscars is about. Sinners, they walk away, they take their wins. Michael B. Jordan on to the next great project with Ryan Coogler.
And yet, you know, as much as we are here to celebrate Michael B. Jordan's win, Kevin and Adriana, I note, and I was pointing this out, that you had, and I love that Ryan shouted out the shoulders on who he stands when he pointed out Sidney Poitier, and then you go from but you go from Sidney Poitier. That was in 1964. You got to go all the way to when Denzel Washington wins in 2002 for Training Day, and then subsequent to that. There have been very few men of color who have won this award, and so I thought that was kind of interesting. And only one woman, only one woman, Halle.
Okay,
woman of color.
Okay, let's get into it, okay? And let's have an open and honest conversation right now about this. The Academy under Cheryl Boone Isaacs tried to expand the voting base. And when they expanded that voting base, they stopped with just white men and they added many more people of color and women to the voting base of the Academy. That was very important, and that's why you are seeing more movies and a more diverse group of movies. But what you're also seeing is the lack of movies with black stars leading leading the way in Hollywood. Let's just be honest. There have been movies. I mean, when we go back and you look at the people who should have gotten nominated, who should have won awards, I mean, you can't tell me that Diana Ross shouldn't have won for Lady Sings the Blues or Mahogany. You can't go back and tell me Cicely Tyson shouldn't have won for Sounder. I mean, look, we can make this list on and on and on. The Academy is trying to address it, but it's going to be baby steps. And that's what it is right now. It is baby steps.
So, Kevin, explain to us a bit of the behind the scenes of how this works, because Marty Supreme was in the conversation for a long time, and then lately we hadn't been hearing as much about it. Sinners kind of had this
Went home
surge.
empty-handed.
When does the voting happen? Like, when is like the important moment for whatever movie is in the front to really be getting that attention?
You listen, sometimes when a movie comes out too soon or it peaks too soon during the award season, you can't make it all the way to the Oscars. Remember, Oscar voters are different than the SAG Awards / actor voters, than different than the BAFTA voters. So you're talking about a different voting base each and every time.
Yeah, different voting base. But I did think that Marty Supreme was robbed in production design. I thought the production design was especially
Hold on. Okay, but hold on.
It means like what you're, this like they replicated the Lower East Side in a way I'd never seen in the 1950s.
Okay, Vlad, I hear you, but look at Frankenstein. Look at Sinners.
Frankenstein's legit. I'm not throwing shade on Frankenstein.
Look at one battle after another. That's what I'm saying. Look at what they're up against. And that's the other thing is that we have to take a moment and kind of digest what other people did. Look, I'm a Ruth Carter stan. I'm a fan of hers. And I thought that she should have won for Best Costume for what she did with Sinners and the way they melded all these different times. But you know what? The people from Frankenstein did a really good job. I just think that there are a lot of period pieces out there from that period that have been done well.
All right, we're going to have to continue this conversation on the group chat.
And of course, shout out to Golden. That was amazing for Golden to win. To have,
and by quickly, the importance of that. Remember, Los Angeles, the largest Korean population outside of South Korea. And so it was really cool to see that happen on that stage. And the girls were a hot mess crying the entire time. On the carpet, they were crying. They were crying during
It's
rehearsals.
such a huge moment.
It was beautiful to see them win. Yeah.
It is an honor, after all, just to be
it
nominated.
really is. Kevin Frazier, my brother, always great to have you. Thank you for staying up for us.